Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of my lecture on antimicrobial susceptibility testing. The link for part 1 is given below. Let's start. Let's start with the case. We have a 45-year-old male admitted to ICU with high grade fever for 3 days, chills and rigors, low blood pressure and fast heart rate. Now the vitals are blood pressure is decreased, pulse is increased and temperature is raised. The patient here is febrile. Okay. Now this case is suspected diagnosis here is sepsis. Next step, we send the blood culture before starting antibiotics. After that, empirical antibiotics started. Now, empirical antibiotic, what is definitive antibiotic? All these concepts were already discussed in part 1 of the lecture. Please see the link. Okay. Now, the blood culture report came. अब उसमें देखा कि there is a growth of gram positive cocci in clusters identified as Staphylococcus aureus and methicillin resistant Staphylococcus aureus. ठीक है, MRSA. Now clinician started vancomycin. Up clinician is asking the microbiologist that tell me whether this Staphylococcus or this MRSA, this Staphylococcus aureus here, what is the status of this MRSA? Whether is it sensitive, whether is it resistant to this vancomycin. So now what we'll do, we'll take this chart. What is this? This is a standard chart given to us by CLSI. Now, all the antibiotics which are given here with all these sensitive, intermediate resistance, all these zones, they are for your staph aureus. Okay. Now, लेट्स क्विकली रिवाइज हमने लास्ट लेक्चर में क्या सीखा था. लास्ट लेक्चर में भी मैंने CLSI एक्सप्लेन किया था. लास्ट लेक्चर में हमने सीखा था कि जब हम कर्बी बायस डिस डिफ्यूजन टेस्ट करते हैं उसके बाद जो जोन ऑफ इनहिबिशन आता है उस जोन ऑफ इनहिबिशन को वी कंपेयर विद दिस जोन डायमीटर ब्रेक पॉइंट विच इज गिवन टू अस बाय CLSI. ठीक है, तो इसके अंडर वी सी की जो हमारा जोन आया है इफ इट्स कमिंग अंडर द सेंसिटिव कैटेगरी, इंटरमीडिएट और रेजिस्टेंट कैटेगरी. ठीक है, नाउ यू सी इस जोन डायमीटर ब्रेक पॉइंट्स के बगल में देयर इज समथिंग रिटन. दिस इज रिटन एज MIC. We have something known as MIC values also. The organism is either it's sensitive or resistant to a particular antibiotics is decided also on basis of this MIC. You see, on the basis of this MIC value, it's sensitive, the antibiotic sensitive, intermediate or resistant. The classification is here also. Now, what is my concern? My concern here right now is vancomycin. Okay? Now, unlike many antibiotics given here, the vancomycin doesn't have any recommended zone diameters in the CLSI for staph aureus. You see, they haven't given any. Okay? So now if the clinician wants to guide, clinician wants help in guiding the antibiotic therapy, they want to know, can I do it with the help of this diffusion? Can I? No, because CLSI haven't mentioned any. But you see, MIC value is given. यहाँ पे MIC value दिया हुआ है. If it's less than equal to 2, vancomycin is sensitive. It's 4 to 8 is intermediate. और अगर 16 से more than equal to 16 है, तो it's resistant. Clear? So, in ऐसे cases में MIC का value है. MIC is used. Another example is for MIC. What is MIC? MIC stands for your minimum inhibitory concentration. Okay, I'll explain what is MIC in the coming slides. Now you see another example of this is your colistin. It's a very common example. See, colistin is a drug जो यूज होता है ग्राम नेगेटिव बैसिलाई में. ठीक है, और ये ग्राम नेगेटिव बैसिलाई. सो अगर मेरे ब्लड कल्चर रिपोर्ट में स्टेफाइलोकोकस ऑरियस के बदले अगर इकोलाई आता एंड क्लिनिशियन मुझे बोलता they want to know whether this E. coli is sensitive, resistant to colistin, you tell me, you help us in guiding this antibiotic therapy. So can I do this with this diffusion? No. Can I do this with MIC? Yes. So these are the places where you use MIC. Okay? Now see, MIC testing, what is it doing it? It is measuring how effective an antibiotic is against a specific bacterial isolate. Okay? It is determined using the quantitative method like your dilution method, your E-test method, and MIC testing This principle is also used in your automated AST system. Okay, now we'll start with the dilution methods. Now in dilution method, it is divided in broad dilution and agar dilution. Now broad dilution also is further divided into broad tube macro dilution and broad micro dilution. Okay, so we'll start with our broad dilution, that is broad macro dilution. Okay, now first thing which we'll do is we'll take the bacterial, combine at least 4 to 5 colonies of this bacterial isolate in a broth. Okay, this is the first thing which we'll do. After that, we'll take a bunch of these test tubes and add Muller-Hinton broth in test tubes में. ठीक है? After that, I'll add antibiotics. Now you see the concentration of antibiotics here. It is in decreasing order. ठीक है? It's 128. यहाँ पे 64, 32, 16, 8 microgram. Now how am I achieving this? This concentration, these are achieved through serial dilution. Okay, इसे dilute कर करके from 128, so 64 to 32, 16, 8, 4 ऐसे आए. Okay, now after this, after adding my antibiotic concentration here, what I'll do, I will add equal amount of my bacterial suspension, equal amount of this suspension to all these tubes. ठीक है, now अब यहाँ पे 2 ट्यूब और होते हैं. One is your growth control and another is your media control. See, growth control में you have your Muller-Hinton broth plus your organism. You don't add antibiotic. Just as a control कि organism सही से grow कर रहा है कि. Media control is only broth. Okay, it doesn't have your antibiotic. Media control doesn't have the organism. Just to see कि मीडिया जो है वो सही है, यानी मीडिया का कंट्रोल है, ये मीडिया स्टेराइल है. क्लियर? नाउ आफ्टर दिस अब हमने क्या किया, नाउ वी विल इंक्यूबेट इट. ठीक है, ओवरनाइट एट 37 डिग्री सेल्सियस फॉर 18 to 24 hours. नेक्स्ट डे व्हेन वील सी द ट्यूब्स, वील सी कि some tubes are turbid and some are not turbid. ठीक है, now इनमें से what is the tube which is deciding the MIC. Now MIC का फुल फॉर्म क्या बताया था मैंने, MIC मतलब होता है minimum inhibitory concentration. ठीक है, so MIC is the lowest concentration of the antibiotic with clear broth, or it is the first test tube with no visible growth. Understood? Clear? See, MIC के नाम में ही है, it's minimum inhibitory concentration. Okay, so it is the minimum, the lowest concentration of antibiotic which is inhibiting the growth. Okay, now MIC में is inhibition, it's not killing the bacteria. ठीक है, MIC stands for inhibition. So if I want to see now, ठीक है, अगर यहाँ तक तो हमें पता चल गया कि बैक्टीरिया इनहिबिट हो रहा है, बट अब मुझे जानना है कि कौन सा एंटीबायोटिक कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बैक्टीरिया किल कर रहा है. वहां पे टर्म आता है MBC, मिनिमम बैक्टीरिसाइडल कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. तो नाउ सी हियर व्हाट आई विल डू, फ्रॉम द ट्यूब विद द MIC, द फर्स्ट क्लियर ट्यूब से आई विल स्टार्ट सब कल्चरिंग इट ऑन दीज कल्चर मीडिया प्लेट्स. ठीक है, इन अगार प्लेट्स पे आई स्टार्ट सब कल्चरिंग फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट क्लियर test tube to the higher concentration of antibiotics वहाँ पे. So again I'll overnight incubation के बाद at 37 degrees Celsius I'll take out these plates and I'll see कि कौन से plate है, first plate है जिसपे there is no growth of the organism. That plate जिसपे there is no growth of organism, जो ट्यूब से बना है, वो antibiotic concentration is defined as minimum bactericidal concentration. आया समझ में? तो यहाँ पे MIC क्या होगा, इट विल बी दिस 8 माइक्रोग्राम पर ml. क्लियर? MBC क्या होगा, सी यहाँ से MIC 8 आ गया, यहाँ से टर्बिडिटी नहीं. अब मैंने सब कल्चर करना स्टार्ट किया, सब कल्चर करना. सो नाउ कौन से एंटीबायोटिक कॉन्सेंट्रेशन पे बैक्टीरिया की ग्रोथ नहीं आई है ऑन द प्लेट, इट इज 32 माइक्रोग्राम पर ml. दैट इज द MBC. क्लियर? MIC is minimum inhibitory concentration, the lowest concentration of an antibiotic which prevents visible growth of a specific bacterial strain under standardized laboratory conditions. ठीक है, so just quickly revise this again. test tubes with antibiotic concentration. This is 32, 16, 8, 4, 2. Okay. How is it achieved? Serial dilution of the antibiotic, okay, in the broth. After that, I am adding equal amount of the bacterial suspension in all these tubes. Okay. Now, after overnight incubation, the first tube or the minimum amount, the tube with the minimum antibiotic showing what? Showing clear clarity, showing no turbidity, in which the growth has stopped will be the MIC. Okay, you see this is the cloudy tube. That means bacteria is still growing. Here it's the clear tube. Bacteria has stopped growing. That was MIC. Now what is MBC? Minimum bactericidal concentration. Lowest concentration which kills bacteria. No growth on subculture. Okay. Now from the MIC tube, I'll start subculturing to higher concentrations. So what is MBC? क्या हुआ? MBC will be that concentration जहाँ पे बैक्टीरिया का ग्रोथ नहीं हुआ है on this agar plate. Understood? Subculture is done only from MIC tube? No. Okay. Subculture is done from all the tube. Subculture is done from one clear tube. If you encounter such statement, these are false statements. Okay. Whenever you get questions on your MCQ on MIC versus MBC, such lines you will encounter. So have your concepts clear. So MBC के लिए minimum bactericidal concentration के लिए क्या subculture is done only from MIC tube? No. It's a wrong answer. Is subculture done from one clear tube? No. It's done starting from the C. How it's done? It's done starting from the MIC tube to the higher concentration. ठीक है? So broth dilution method में serial dilution of antibiotics are prepared in a broth, inoculated with test organism. After incubation, the lowest preventing visible growth is taken as the MIC. ठीक है? I hope it's clear. Now let's go to broth microdilution. Now broth, the name suggests micro. What is the name suggesting? Broth microdilution. Broth macrodilution कहाँ हो रहा था? टेस्ट ट्यूब में. माइक्रो कहाँ होगा? माइक्रो होगा 96 well माइक्रो टाइटर प्लेट. नाम में माइक्रो है. ठीक है? माइक्रो टाइटर प्लेट. Clear? Now you see what is happening here. For example, I am taking colistin antibiotic. ठीक है? I'll take my broth. I'll add broth in all the test in all these wells. Now what I'll do is I'll serially dilute my antibiotic. Okay, see 16, 18, 4, 2, 1.5. Okay, that's happening here. I'll have my growth control and my media control also here. Now you see the best advantage that this broth microdilution has against that tube dilution is in this I can test multiple organism. ठीक है, अगर सिर्फ कोलिस्टिन एंटीबायोटिक के लिए मुझे टेस्ट करना है, आई कैन टेस्ट एटलीस्ट 6 to 7 organisms एक ही बार में in a single microtiter plate. Here I can test E. coli. At the same time, I can test Klebsiella. Okay, I can test Enterobacter. See, this is a very big advantage. It is saving my time. Okay, so everything else is the same here. For example, let's see test sample 2 here. यहाँ पे for colistin, what is the MIC here? The first well which is showing clarity, that is 2 microgram per ml. Understood? Let's move ahead. Now coming to agar dilution. Now in agar dilution, the MIC test where antibiotic is mixed into molten agar is known as agar dilution. It's not mixed in broth like we were doing till now. It's directly mixed in molten agar. Okay. See here, each plate of this agar is containing a fixed amount of antibiotic. Okay. See, this one is containing vancomycin 32 microgram per ml. This vancomycin is 16 here. In this plate, the concentration is 8. Here is 4. Understood? Fixed amount is on all the plates. Clear? Now, you see here, what do we do after this? After making the agar with this antibiotic mix करके हम क्या करते हैं? In plates, we divide it in grids. You see these grids. So this also has the same advantage. यहाँ पे single plate में ही we can test multiple bacterial isolates एक साथ. ठीक है? After dividing it in grid, what do? We take the suspension containing we take the liquid media, the broth containing the bacterial suspension, and we do spot inoculation. See, these are the spot inoculation. Okay, it is done on the surface of these agar. Okay, again after incubation at 37 degrees Celsius for your overnight incubation, you see the growth. Now let's test here test organism 2. The growth is it is at 4 microgram, it is at 8, it is at 16, but it's not at 32. So MIC for test isolate 2 will be 32 microgram per ml. Okay, lowest concentration showing no growth. Understood? Clear? Agar dilution is a quantitative method for MIC determination in which known concentration of antibiotics are incorporated into agar plates and bacterial growth is observed after your spot inoculation. Understood? Clear? Now let's move to the epsilometer test. Epsilometer test, also known as the E-test. Now this test is quite interesting. You know why? Because along with the principle of dilution, it also uses the principle of diffusion. I'll tell you how. Now to understand this E-test, imagine a ruler having concentration, different concentrations of antibiotic on it. Okay, with on the top of the ruler there it has a higher antibiotic concentration and the lower end has lower antibiotic concentration. Okay, you see there is decrease in antibiotic concentration. Okay, just like we were doing in serial dilution, but you don't have to do anything here. It is already predefined. Okay, predefined by the manufacturer. You are already given a ruler, a strip like this. Okay, now what we'll do is we will make a lawn culture on your MHA just like in Kirby bias. Clear? After that, we will place this E strip on the uniform growth of that organism, of the bacteria. We'll place the E strip. Now, as soon as you place this strip, the antibiotic here, this antibiotic, this is the toriparin. Okay, this antibiotic will diffuse in the agar. So that's why this E-test uses both the principle of dilution and diffusion. Understood? Now you see this is producing a zone of inhibition, and it's not any zone of inhibition. It is an elliptical zone of inhibition. Why? I'll explain it to you. See, each point on the strip has concentration of antibiotics, right? But it doesn't have the same concentration of antibiotic. It has different concentration of antibiotic. और you see, जैसे हम नीचे जा रहे हैं, मैंने यहाँ क्या बताया था इस रूलर में कि एंटीबायोटिक का concentration decrease कर रहा है. Okay, 32, 24, 16. So the distance at which it will stop the bacteria will also keep on decreasing. It will be different. That's why the zone of inhibition which it produces is elliptical. It's not circular. Understood? Clear? So this is a zone of inhibition which is elliptical. Now MIC is the bacterial growth where where it just touches the strip. Okay? This point. You see the bacterial growth which is just touching the strip. That is 0.25 microgram per ml. Okay, and a very good advantage of this is that you can read multiple E-strip test for a single isolate on this one plate. So you have one. Imagine if this was organism is E. coli, growth of E. coli is there. So at least 3 E-strip tests you can read on a single plate. Okay, easy, understood? Now before finishing, let's see some questions very quickly. Which of the following is true regarding broth microdilution? Does it use test tube? No, it doesn't. Does it use agar plate? No, it doesn't. It uses microtiter plates with small volumes. Yes. Cannot determine MIC? No, it does determine MIC. Okay. Now in broth tube dilation, MIC is defined as lowest concentration killing bacteria. No, MIC is inhibition. It's not killing. Killing is MBC. Okay. Now, highest concentration showing turbidity? No, it's MIC. It's minimum concentration. Then lowest concentration showing no visible growth. Yes, this is your correct answer. And the last option, concentration producing zone of inhibition? No, this is also option is out. Okay. Now, the antibiotic concentration on an E-test strip is it uniformly distributed? I mean, not really. Randomly distributed? No, it's prepared during the test. No, you don't prepare it during the test. It's a predefined. This is the most correct answer. Predefined gradient, which is fixed by the manufacturer. Understood? Thank you.